Hello everyone, this is No Name 117 Spore, and today I am back just double checking that everything is properly set up. It is not properly set up. That saved, and is this saved? Yeah, it is. But I probably do still want to have both paint, WordPad, and my calculator up. Normally I immediately hop right into the game, but I didn't prepare the stream quite as well as I usually do, so that was my fault. But yes, anyways, I am back with more Rule the Waves 2 as the United States of America. And I think my stream quality is good, so I will just pause that. We are currently at war with both Germany and the UK. The heavy cruiser New Jersey is currently being refit, hopefully into something a little bit better. And right now we actually do have some funds. Unfortunately, right now there's also nowhere we can invade in these or on these two nations. I assume, yeah, possessions of a value of 10 or higher cannot be invaded, so nothing we can take there, nothing we can really take anywhere. Um, yeah. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. If this is probably just a war I should try to get out of if possible. Let's build larger docks, though. Aircraft types, do we have any? No, we don't have any new aircraft. We need a fighter. I need a new fighter. Um, hmm. Yeah, because our last fighter was 1935, and that's the Curtiss Commando. So, current thought is firepower reliability, I'm thinking, for the fighter. Yeah. So far we're taking kind of heavy losses this war, but we're doing okay. There's really just not a lot I can do right now. So wait, did we only have the one? Oh yeah, no, that's Enterprise of the Ranger class, because Ranger got sunk by a submarine, because everything's getting sunk by damn subs. For whatever stupid reason. So the other thought is trying to get a new carrier under construction. I might wait a month to see if I should do that or not. Just to see if this funding stays. 2 corvettes are commissioned. Um, yeah, okay, we'll do that. Aerial depth charges. New fighters in service. Cruiser action down here. Yeah, we have an advantage in forces. Yeah, attack enemy ships in general. I think the air bases down here have aircraft. At least I hope they do. Yeah, they know I have an airfield at Kingston. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of aircraft out of them. Oh yeah, one thing I should be doing is readying up a strike from Enterprise. So get our torpedo bombers ready. So that exceeds the deck load. Looks like there is a set of fighters here. So we're going to ready up 4 of them. We're going to switch these guys to heavy loads. Ready them, and then we have another package of 4 fighters, which will also have to be readied. So we'll launch these in 2 coordinated strikes. Which hopefully shouldn't take too long. Alright, so what? Should we be encountering them already? Do we see anything anywhere? Shit, it's gonna be nighttime. Alright, stand down your aircraft now. I didn't know how close to night it was. Yeah, stand down all the squadrons. So I don't think we have night fighting training enabled, but we do have, like, torpedo and gunnery training enabled, which should help us decently well at night. Okay, so carrier-wise, they're being escorted by a cruiser and a couple destroyers. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're not even getting contact between fleets here. Yeah. And we lose a submarine, because of course we do. Germany, what were you doing? Oh my god. Oh, okay, Britain apparently, but they were all the way up here. Let's see, what was the movement? Wow, that was actually really far apart. Where? Okay, Britain? In Germany, I should say, because that is a German battlecruiser right there. Say, let's. Why were you coming from Guantanamo Bay? What were you doing up at Guantanamo? Okay, and now we are losing money. I thought that would be the case. Alright, so New Jersey is back on the East Coast again. Now refit. I do believe that 2 carriers should be being rebuilt. The 2 Renos are not currently, or they're both currently old. So these guys do need a rebuild as well. I think the Renos are going to, yeah, the Renos have 6-inch guns of quality 1, so they'll probably stay like they are. Current thought is get torpedo tube reloads. Be nice. No. There's some thought about a significant rebuild, like taking the C turret and putting in a B instead. Yeah, you know what? I might do that. We'll take out the secondaries. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No point in getting a. And I don't think there's any real point in getting like a 7-gun cross deck or 7-gun cruiser with cross-deck firing. Although, you know, what happens if we add, not maybe not the C turret back in? Was there one turret I removed from these? What if we add the V back in? Actually, we can't do a V on these guys. So remember, hold on, hold on. What do the Rallies have? Okay, so the... Oh, okay, so the Rallies are getting by doing that, while these guys are very different. Alright, so let's get a B in and do a check on the design. Okay, you can't actually do that. Never mind. Because it is a turret, so... Yeah, the Reno class... We'd have to reduce the turret... that down to that. And then we could take the C and put it in the B slot. Correct? Is that doable? That would be doable. But I'm not going to. Not yet, at the very least. So we'll take a look at the design. More anti-aircraft guns would be good. We'll reduce it to just, no, we'll get rid of those secondaries. Can I add 3-inch dual-purpose doubles on deck? Yes, I can. That's a little bit better of a anti-aircraft gun balance. I might get the AA directors down to 3 just so I can get that extra medium anti-aircraft gun. I think that'll be a bit better. Or there's the thought of going up, trying to get up. No, we can't do that, I don't think. Well, you know what, let's see. So if we go to 8 of these little 3-inch guns, how much does that change stuff? No. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, we could do something like, no, we can't, let's go back to what we had before. Which is this, yeah. And now we have the couple of 3-inch dual purpose, secondaries. Can we get them in triples? Yeah, that works. Apparently that's allowed. I can get triple, 3-inch secondaries. Can I add a little bit of armor to them? Nope. Yeah? Thank you. We gotta send both them in for rebuilds that they aren't old. We don't have any light cruisers. No, wait, no, we do. We still have, 2 Flints in the Caribbean. Might be good to get something else in the Caribbean. I'll move the 2 Rallies to the Caribbean for now. Oh, one of them is repairing, so we'll just... You know what? Yeah, we'll have San Diego move to the Caribbean. 3 corvettes are commissioned. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. None of these options give me prestige as far as I can tell. No changes in borders. Flight deck catapults enables catapults on aircraft carriers. Finally! Alright, we finally got done with that war. There was not much point to it, as far as I could tell. If we look at our invasion range, I think it might have increased a little bit more, but still not within range of anything I want. So, currently France has the most shit I want. So I will try to get into a war with France. On the other hand, Russia is also an option. Japan is also an option. Lights just briefly went out in my house. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Lights are okay. So ships in... Okay, aircraft-wise, we are currently spending 10,000 on naval aircraft. That is a lot. We should not be spending 10,000 on naval aircraft. So current thought is... Whose air groups are best? Lexington and Saratoga's air groups will be moved to... Actually, you know what? No. Take these guys, take them out of reserve. Okay, come on. Yeah, you know what? No, we'll just take these guys, move them to reserve. Hornets air group's also good, so it'll be moved. The others don't have good air groups, so you know what? We'll just disband the remaining ones here. At the same time, move air group San Francisco, air group San Diego, air group Tampa, air group Wilmington, and then probably air group Seattle as well into reserve, and then just disband the rest. Because we really do not need all of this naval aviation. Right now. And I'll probably try to scrap my airship bases too, because I don't think they're very worth it at this point in time. They might be more worth it in the newer versions of the game, but we're still back in version 1.14. You know, let's work from the bottom up, it seems. Or it seems like that might be the better idea here. Unfortunately, aircraft management after a war is very difficult. But look at that, naval aircraft already got... We've already saved about 3,000 a month from doing this. Disband Airbase Kingston, disband Airbase Freeport. And we don't need to have a massive active fleet when we are not at war. But yeah, the current goal would be to try to take stuff from France. Now that being said, we're probably starting to get to the point where decolonization is going to happen now. It typically does seem to happen in like the 1940s. Alright, just ban all the light carrier air groups. I'll have to see if any of the light carriers are ready to be scrapped. It might be smart not, or to hold off on scrapping them for the moment, though. Alright, so if we look at how much naval aviation's gone down, it's basically gone down by more than half. If we go to base overview, wait, no, coastal fortifications. There we go. So airship bases. Cost per month. Honestly, though, isn't that much for what it could be and what scouting you get out of it. But it's just better to use normal air bases. Actually, this is significantly reducing my naval aviation spending too. And then scrap the one at Wei. Alright, there we go. That's made my funding situation a lot better. Alright, so ships in service. All of the KEs here should immediately be mothballed. Destroyer-wise, we are completing some new destroyers, which is good. Everything... Okay, so the Baris... All these guys should be mothballed immediately. Oh yeah, Doctrine. Stop training. So that saved me another 10,000 there. So we're now only down about 6,000. So unfortunately, we lost 2 Tallahassees. So Huntington and... Or Huntington will be on... Yeah, Huntington will be on... or on foreign station now. We'll probably want to move a Cincinnati there too. But these Cincinnati's are actually going to be the first cruisers which go in for a rebuild into an anti-aircraft cruiser configuration. Well, you know what? No. Cincinnati, you will go to foreign station. Actually, you know what? I might temporarily hold off because I need to rebuild the 6 Tallahassees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for now, we'll move them on to... Actually, you know what? 7... Yeah, okay. We'll have that on foreign station for the moment. And we will send the Tallahassees in for a rebuild. Alright. So, are these protected cruisers? Yes, they are. So they can only have 2 centerline turrets. Now, the good news is these are gun mounts on them. So, okay, so first of all, they need to move to an advanced director. They need to get increased elevation. We are going to need to jam those on them. We are going to clear the torpedo tube mounts. So there is some thought about how specifically to rebuild the Tallahassees. One thought... Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do double 6-inch turrets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all the 6-inch turrets, and we're going to go down to 5-inch dual-purpose turrets. So we're not going to have an A and a Y. We're going to have a 1, 2, 3, and 4 single. We're going to have a B and then an X double. This is legal, correct? Yes. Can these be triples or no? No. And all these are dual-purpose mounts as well. So yeah, that's probably the smartest way to use my 2-turret limitation. There's no way we can fit this or refit this thing with cross-deck fire, unfortunately. Alright. But that should be a decent rebuild in terms of, you know, getting good fore and aft firepower, getting good turrets on them. So you know, a double is very expensive. So I'm going to try FG as singles. And then see how much they are as doubles. Yeah, double is more than, like, doubling the weight. So trying to use single turrets is probably best. Okay, so we'll do J and K. And then Let's do a set of torpedoes along like H and I, along with the reloads. Hello, Icy. Yeah, I'm playing Rule the Waves 2 here. Refitting these cruisers, these older Tallahassee class cruisers. They've been on colonial service and they're gonna stay on colonial service, but I'm doing basically a massive rebuild of them. So this is costing about what? If it's 4 months, then it's costing about, so it would be 1,292 per month, which is a pretty substantial rebuild. Um, Overall, let's see. So that would be times 4, so that would be probably about 5,000. So I could build a new light cruiser for the rebuilds of all of these. But then, we're also talking about operational costs, so I think this is good. I think this is worth it. Except I forgot something. We need an aircraft catapult. And that is going to massively reduce the amount of stuff I can get on here. Yeah, okay, so we need to shed some mass. And I'm trying to debate, do I want to decrease the... Yeah, I'll just decrease the torpedo tubes to 3 rather than 4. So these ships are still pretty fast. They're 28 knots. So they're not particularly bad protected cruisers, but getting them to be better, is helpful. Even if they are just going to be on colonial duty. Getting a little more air capacity, too, should help. So now we have to do a massive body redesign. So 5 is this one. So 5 will now move up here. Or the shield for those turrets will move up there, just beyond them. 4, no. Is that... Which one did I delete? That was 2. So then this is now a super firing turret, so 2 is now going to stretch out over here. This is a valid ship design, apparently. Valid rebuild for a set of old protected cruisers. Although, these aren't that old of protected cruisers. Well, actually, how old are they? I'd have to look. These might be like 1910 vintage. And probably built in like either the late 1900s decade or in the like early 1910s, and have just been kind of used as colonial cruisers since. Alright, so we'll do that. Funnel wise, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have two... it's going to be trunked into 2 funnels now, which I think makes logical sense. Actually, I'm going to change the shape of 2 and then do something a little bit more like this. Okay, so we can go kind of back here and do this. No, come on, come on. There you go. And then I suppose, which one is structure 1? That's structure 1. So structure 1 should probably still go like this. But instead, I'm going to go down over here and put this turret up on the platform. This is the weirdest protected cruiser design ever. Well, I mean, it is a rebuild. So, let's see. So, in terms of broadside masses now, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guns of 5-inch quality 1 previously. Okay, so if it was 12, you had 1 on each end, so that would be 10. or 10 to the sides and then 1 on each end. So 10 divided by 2 would be 5. So it would have been 7 6-inch guns of quality 0. So I think the broadside mass of this many 5-inch guns of quality 1 is going to be better than the broadside mass of all the guns of 5-inch or of 6-inch quality 0. Which is why they should all be rebuilt. Right now we are also in having monetary issues. Okay, so Nebraska's in the South Pacific. You need to move to the North American West Coast. Now, all the guys in Southeast Asia also need to move to the North American West Coast. Guys in the Caribbean will stay in the Caribbean. That ship is in foreign service, so it will stay in foreign service for the moment. These guys are in Southeast Asia. They will move to the North American West Coast. These guys are also in Southeast Asia, and they will also move to the North American West Coast. Other than that, so we still have some stuff in the Caribbean. We should probably get some carriers on the West Coast, and I think that will probably be Lexington. Well, no. Lexington and Ranger will be in the Caribbean. Well, no, Ranger will stay in the Caribbean. Lexington will stay on the East Coast, I think. How about the Saratogas go to the West Coast? Didn't Lexington have... Was Lexington's sister... No, it's the Langleys. The Langleys are the older carriers. So yeah, Lexington's... The remaining Lexington, her sister was sunk. There's some thought about potentially trying to scrap the Plainfields. Since they are a bit older, maybe... Honestly, though, I do kind of need the carriers, but these guys are very slow, so there is some thought about just kind of scrapping all of them, maybe except for the Santies. Although I could use them as a Caribbean carrier fleet. So yeah, we'll keep all these guys in the Caribbean, I think. And along the West Coast. So you'll move to the Caribbean. The Plainfields will be in the Caribbean. The Chargers will be on the North American West Coast. So these will kind of be like backup carriers. I might not have them as supplied with aircraft. Alright, so Stocktons are in the South Pacific. They should move to the North American West Coast. Everything in Southeast Asia here should also move to the North American West Coast. Move ships to the North American West Coast. Yep, good. Everything else, stay in the positions you are currently in. And I do need to get some modern destroyers along the West Coast, so the Shaws will move to the West Coast. Come on, no. North American West Coast, thank you. And now, for now, all of these guys here... All of these guys... No. Mugfords will be moved to the reserve fleet. 2,000, 2,500 tonners are going to be in the reserve fleet. The 1,100 tonners are going to be in the mothball fleet for the moment. Honestly, I am considering not really using the 1,100 tonners as mainline destroyers anymore. That would give me 34. And then these ships here are probably going to be rebuilt into sub-hunters. However, I do have to move a good amount of them around. We're just going to move the rest of these guys, which haven't currently moved, into the reserve fleet as well to save on money. So easy mothball these guys. I'll mothball Ohio, reserve Florida, and then jam all these guys into the reserve fleet. New Jersey, on the other hand, will probably be activated just to move to the North American West Coast after her recent rebuild. I expect to have another CA done by the time those guys get out. So, cruiser-wise, currently everything on foreign station is probably going to be mothballed, so all the ones which currently remain, these guys are all going to be moved to the reserve fleet. I think for now I'm going to mothball Lexington and reserve Ranger, and that does preserve me a good amount of money. Alright, next turn. Alright, so we can mothball you. I still gotta wait a couple of turns for everything to just kind of move into position. We'll We'll mothball Nebraska for the moment. Mission 2 subs, Yorktown. Okay, good. Stuff's finished there. Construction. So, I have to take this option, and I have to lay down more of the cheating the president ships. And I have to do that, too. I have to piss off France. Alright, so. Okay. I think I take it. The range is not great compared to the current medium bomber in service. However, it's got a better max speed, and it's got a better bomb load. I think that's a good option. Tonnage on foreign stations is less. What the shit? Seriously? Seriously, so how many ships did I put on foreign station? 7. We had 8 Tallahassees covering it earlier. And yet I'm more than a Tallahassee down. What the shit? Maybe it's the extra colonies I took. Alright. Yeah, just move all them to the reserve fleet right now. I might keep the two of the Clevelands active for the moment. Okay, so how many of these CAs do I have? I have 19. So we'll mothball these guys too. And that should get me more money. Yes, it does. I think all the CVLs should probably be mothballed. In terms of the carriers, you're going to be moved to the reserve fleet. Actually, no, wait, no. That one will be mothballed. I think Lexington will be mothballed. You guys... We are building more carriers, so I'll just move them to the reserve fleet, and that'll save a good amount more money. You guys should all be mothballed. Oh. These guys are in the South American West Coast? I fucked that up. Go to the North American West Coast. There isn't, like, anything in the South American West Coast anyway. Alright, so reserve them, reserve them, reserve them. Honestly, we're going to get more destroyers, so reserve them too. Look at that, 10,000 a month now. So, right now, as all the Tallahassees are refitting, what I will do is I will go into this, design a ship. I want to open up the... No, I do not... I accidentally made this menu max size one time, and now I can't reduce it down for the life of me. Open up a design. Come on. Come on. Let me shrink the window. Why will this window not shrink anymore? I don't know. I made it max size one time, and now it's just stuck like this forever. Apparently. So, I think it was, what, the New Mexico? What's the most recent design? Oh, wait, no. Those are older designs. These are more... Wait, what? No. I want date modified. Oops. Alright, most recent is all these guys. So there's the New Jersey. These are all rebuilds. The New Mexico design needs to be opened. So this was the last one I was working on. So, increase torpedo defense. We'll go up to maximum size. Oklahoma class. And I do still have to build the scamming the presidents. As well. So I'll have to build them alongside this. So, get the deck up. Wow. Okay, so this tactic is called the uniform narrow belt. And this is apparently one of the best strategies for building stuff. On the other hand, I would like to get the deck up to 6. You know, I could try to get the deck extended up to 6, and then maybe reduce the belt down to 6.5. You know what? No, we'll keep the belt at 7, and the deck at 5.5 for now. Because that seems to be what I can do. And then we'll increase that. Maybe I won't build it to maximum tonnage then. And then just get rid of a couple of these guys. Actually, it might be good to get a little more air capacity out of it. Alright, that should be good, I would think. Right, we actually want tertiary guns to probably be 5-inch. Rather than 4-inch, dual purpose. So I think that'll be good. So it'll cost me a lot, and it'll take 3 months to build. Okay, I'm gonna wait one more turn to lay down the scamming the president class battleships. Commission 2 subs. Oh, German Führer's pissed at me. Yeah, take it. Alright, so let's lay down the battleships now. Shoulder designs. Where are you? Scamming the president class. I want 3 of them. And these ships will never be completed. I have to build them according to the rules of this. Well, I can't build... The thing is, I have to build them according to the rules and simultaneously cannot build them according to the rules. So, the approach to this, whenever I have to do it, is I have to lay them down and then scrap them. I cannot let them complete. But I can lay them down and get the reward for doing it, basically. Alright. Commission more stuff, got more cruisers. Yeah, I'll buy that. Screw it. Improves heavy anti-aircraft. Yeah. I don't like you, Japan. I want your territory. Alright, lay down Oklahoma. Maybe I'll decrease spying on France to medium, just so we don't immediately go to war. Capitalism is clearly a horribly wasteful system. Yes. In this instance. And then... What? No, I don't want it to be named Brooklyn. Let's go down... You know what? No. New Mexico will be the next Oklahoma. Or would be the second Oklahoma. So Oklahoma and New Mexico will be laid down. Did we lose in Oklahoma recently? Yeah, we did. That was the second Nebraska. We lost... Okay. So we lost Indiana, Washington, and Colorado, or in Nevada that last war. 2 of them were torpedoed by flippin' submarines. In terms of submarine construction, how are we doing? Pretty decent. We need more subs. Badly. But yeah, could be a lot worse. Okay, so yeah, Cleveland should be on active duty. Tallahassee's are back, so they should go to foreign station right now. So if I'm right, so we had what? How many on foreign station? We had 9, so I'll need 9 ships on foreign station. So honestly, it will probably be the Huntington and the 2 Oaklands, which will go to foreign station. So right now, these ships will be rebuilt. So why do you do that, Huntington? There we go. Why did I accidentally click off of it? Okay, there we go. It's back. So we do need to send this in for an immediate rebuild. So we could swap out its turrets. I'm probably going to rebuild it once again as an anti-aircraft cruiser. So 5-inch guns, equality 1. No F, no K. Since you are actually a proper light cruiser. We're not going to have a C. We're going to go with a B and an X. And a double. And if I can, I would want the Y to be a double 2. This may be very tricky to actually fit on this ship, though. And then I'd also want that. How many aircraft? You only have 1. So, you know what? You're not going to have an X. Actually, you know what? No. You will have an X, but it'll be a single turret. Your catapult mount will be moved to the V position. So this only gives us, what, 4? Yeah, 4 main 5-inch guns. If we go up to more powerful 6-inch guns, can't even fit that. So right now it has, what? How does it have 5 6-inch guns on it? That's how. That's how it does. Alright, 6-inch guns, quality 1. I only have 1 Huntington left. It's just how do we rebuild this ship the best? Wait, how big is it? We can actually fit centerline torpedo tubes on this, I think. So, I don't think I want an F or a K anymore. I want an X and a B, and no more C. And if we're going with that, then I'm gonna delete the catapult from the W position for now. And in the W position, we're gonna have another single turret. Torpedo tube wise, we are gonna have torpedo reloads. And I'm probably gonna add a center line mount, maybe in the R position. Or the V position. Let's see, which is more expensive, or does it matter? It doesn't matter. You know what, I could add it in the, not the K position, no. Let's try, like, maybe, I'm not allowed in the R, or not the R, the, L. So let's try, oh, Q is there. Where's P? P is up there. P's not that bad. Let's try it in the V. And we'll have a, only a triple. So this will, yeah, ships without catapult. So we do have to re-add in a catapult, and we can put the catapult in the L position. Unfortunately, now we are having mass issues, so maybe the torpedo tube has to be a double. But this should allow us more anti-aircraft guns as well. And I assume this would work, right? Torpedo mounts or catapults are not... Oh, L's an illegal catapult mount designation. Alright, so let's take the torpedo tubes out of V. Let's add the catapult into V. Let's take the torpedo tube mounts and add them into Q. Oh, that's heavy centerline gun mounts somehow. Oh yeah, because the catapult probably. Oh well, I'll take the rate of fire decrease. Screw it. We'll go in all centerline on this. It's also thought where I could go down to 5-inch guns. Or 5-inch dual purpose guns and give it more anti-aircraft capability. And then have some on the side, but I probably won't. Honestly, I think that cross-deck fire capability is hurting me at the moment. I guess the question is this better, or do I want to switch back to the normal layout and just swap out the guns and put... I probably do want to do this, though, because it does have the centerline torpedo tube mounts. Okay, so the forwardmost funnel will be converted into that. The second funnel will be done like that, and the third funnel will just be removed. In this regard, the machinery here is going to be trunked into this funnel, which will probably look something like this. And then up here, so structure 2 I want to get rid of. Is that structure 1? Yeah, that is. So structure 1 is now going to look like this. Structure 2 is now going to look like this. Alright, so we'll do... Come on, put it back here. And then create a little bit of a bridge. Like so. There you go. We need to do a little bit of stuff around here. So structure 4 and structure 5 will have to be deleted. Structure 4 is now literally just going to be a platform, which this turret now sits on. Structure 5 I might put as a box over there, where the second mast is probably now going to be, or the aft mast is now going to be. So that's probably about the best cruiser I can get out of Huntington now. And then the other ones we want to rebuild right now are the Oaklands. And these are more interesting, because I can definitely get more mass out of them. Unfortunately, it looks like one of these has become a line. Yeah, 6 should not have been a line. So the Oaklands, unfortunately, got a speed debuff, which has massively hurt their capabilities. So first things first, they will not have any secondary guns. I believe that the Huntington already did not have any secondary guns, so it didn't matter much on her. But these will not have any secondary guns. Their main turrets will be cleared. They will be reduced down to 5-inch dual-purpose doubles. And she will receive this sort of layout at the start. Torpedo reloads will be given to her torpedo tubes. She's already on advanced directors. She already does have an aircraft. There is some thought about an F and a K double, or an F and a K single. Her turrets will be reduced down to 2 inches of armor, rather than 2.5, and I believe that is doable. However, it might be better not to do FK and then instead do a W. Yeah, that's legal. So this would allow the Oakland to actually be a much better warship, hopefully, now that it has 10 5-inch guns of quality 1, all of which are dual purpose. The cost to rebuild isn't actually that much, because 5-inch guns are fairly cheap to rebuild, thankfully. Catapult is still a Q center line, and she'll still have her torpedo tubes. Alright, so now I just gotta change how the actual design looks. So, structure 2 is fine. Structure 3 is going to get removed. Structure 4, I don't know what I'll do with it. Structure 5 will be removed, and Structure 6 will be removed. Structure 3 will be changed, so Structure 3 will now go out to about there. Honestly, it'll go down probably there. But then it's going to continue extending back here a little bit, just to get a little bit more like space for stuff, a little bit more superstructure in. So you can kind of see the original cruiser design in it still, but yeah, now part of that's going away. So structure 4, I'm going to try to kind of keep to the same rough shape, but now it's going to have more kind of built on the end of it here. Like this. Alright, so Structure 5, Structure 6. So Structure 5 was originally something back here, and now Structure 5 will be a platform back here. No. Let's do a little thing out like this. Nope, that looks odd. Maybe like that. No, Structure 5 could actually start... Actually, you know what? hold on. Structure 4 is this. So structure 4 will change again. Structure 4 will start by going back like this. It'll actually go out now at the catapult. Um, and then we'll do something like this for structure 5 to go on. Structure 5 will go just kind of back here. No, maybe we'll do, make it look a little bit more like this. And then structure 6 can go here. You know what, here, I'm going to do something interesting with structure 6. And that's this. Come on, align properly, there we go. Alright, so then you'll kind of go out a bit to the side, and then you'll go back. So we do still have a bridge wing sort of structure here. And then I would assume that the mast is probably kind of on top of that, and then this funnel here is going to become more of an oval. Actually, it might even be a little further back than it normally would be. Okay, so that's the rebuilt Oakland class cruiser, and this will also be on colonial duties. Send them both in for a rebuild. We will keep what's on foreign station right now on foreign station. However, soon some stuff will go off of foreign station once these guys are done. I should add. And yeah, the Tallahassees are now a really weird design. Previously, they were not quite as weird. They were a pretty normal protected cruiser. Now they're not a pretty normal protected cruiser, but hopefully they should be a bit better, actually. We've commissioned new sub. Hey, new fighter prototype. So, hey, our max speed's increased. Our firepower has gone way up. I think we were probably using like 7.62s before. Now it's like, hey, let's just use probably 50 cal since we're America. Lots of them though. All right, so maneuverability is with the Douglas and the Vought. Top speed is with the Grumman. The Vought's they're not that far different in terms of max speed though. So as much as that's a factor, it's not that major a factor here. Range is with the Douglas. Toughness is with the Vought. Bomb load is with the Douglas and the Grumman. So right now, I think that the low maneuverability of the Grumman and the multiple things which the Vought is worse at, rule those two out, and the Douglas is the best balanced of the three. So the Douglas proposal, as such, will be taken. Alright, I probably do want some money right now. Well, you know what? Yeah. It's just Russia. That could bite me in the ass in the future, but because I do kind of want to go to war with them. Hey, praise for building the battleships. I have to, well, I don't have to take that option, but I will because I want budget. Alright, hey, our medium bomber got changed. Hello, scamming the President class battleships. You are now halted. Forever. And if I can, I will scrap you. We will not allow scrapping of ships at this time. Damn it, Naval Secretary, I want those ships gone. Alright, open design, the Mayrant class. So this is the previous destroyer we were building. We're going to suggest a new name for it. Can I increase its speed? No, I can't. I can do that. Although, what does that do? Does this... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. No mount there, so we're going to get that. Honestly, this is just a Mayrant with more space for future upgrades. Let's design it then. Honestly, with those battleships done, I might want to try to build more modern light cruisers here. Let's check. What does everyone else have? Alright, so Germany has 5 battleships. So Britain has a lot of battle cruisers. In terms of CVs, we have 8 with 2 more building. Britain has 6 with no more building. Nobody's really building CVs right now. Japan's building 1. So we have a CV number advantage and tonnage advantage, but I'm not entirely sure we actually have an aircraft advantage among CVs. CVLs, uh, again, on par with the world. I don't know how good the world CVLs are. We have 2 kind of shittier ones and then 4 decent ones. Um, CAs we have an advantage in, but everyone else does have CAs. On the other hand, our CA tonnage is kind of insane compared for how many we have. Um, I mean, let me put it this way: Japan and Russia, or actually, wait, hold on. Japan, Russia, and Italy each have about half the amount of CAs in service as we have. We have when our 2 additional CAs complete, I think we'll have about 8 to 9 times the amount of tonnage in CAs. So our CAs are, 4 to 5 times heavier than other people's CAs. And that's our average CA, I should add. You know, it's not our modern CA. Alright, so whenever I get the chance, I do need to scrap the scamming the president classes. But what I wanted to look at, and what I wasn't looking at, was light cruisers. So we have 29. Everyone else doesn't really have a lot of light cruisers, probably because everyone has a bunch of heavy cruisers. We do need good light cruisers, though. And it's always good to get good light cruisers. So this was the Cleveland class of light cruiser, which followed on from the Flints, and then the other kind of modern ones, the Galvestons. And the Clevelands are good. But, let's see, can we get more... Wait a minute, I can get a... Oh, 7,000 tons or less. Can't do that. That's lame. The other thought is just more anti-aircraft guns on this. Oh yeah, the Cleveland secondary guns somehow were not dual purpose. Maybe we go up to 5-inch. No, we'll stay at 4. 4-inch dual purpose secondaries. Other than that, honestly, I think that's a good design. So we'll save it as the Fresno class. And honestly, if the Clevelands are having the problem where their secondaries are not dual purpose, then their secondaries should be immediately made dual purpose, and they should be sent in for a rebuild, so that these actually do become decent, or have decent AA. Are the Flints? Yeah, the Flints are dual purpose. So the Flints are basically Clevelands, but slightly earlier built. Actually, if we open the design for the Flint... Oh, the Clevelands might have been completed overweight. That might have been the issue. Okay, Badger's commissioned. 4-ASW mortar. Alright, so how much... Yeah, we can get 2 Fresnos. Let's build 2 Fresnos. And build 4 Zeronis. Can I scrap these guys yet? Nope. Can't do it yet. Eventually the president will allow it. New docks completed. Awesome. More ships have completed their reconstruction. I'll sell it to them because I think they'll research it on their own and I need money. Even though I am a tech leader. Britain doesn't really have a lot I want to take anymore. I need to go to war with France first, and Britain's not my focus right now. Good news is, look, we got that ship done and we got these ships done. So they will be sent to foreign station. Now, these other guys who are currently on foreign station will be forcibly removed from foreign station. However, this will be instead done by literally just converting them into new designs. So these, you will get 5-inch quality 1 turrets. These turrets will be removed. I think we'll leave the V in. I'll try to give you a B double if at all possible. It seems like it will not work. I do want torpedo reloads. Okay, so the Cincinnatis are just a little too light to do this to. Although, if we clear the torpedo tube mounts, nope, we can't get it. So the superimposed turrets will probably wind up being singles then. Um, Alright, so what I would want here is... Let's get a J. Not a J. What the hell am I thinking? No, let's get a P. I'd have to move the funnel. Alright, so B... Okay, let's get rid of B then. So we could do this. Okay, no. Or if we reduce all of these down. We could just upgrade to more powerful 6-inch guns as well, but no. I think 5-inch dual purpose is just going to be better. If we do this and then do a B single. Or if we do those guys as single mounts. And then do a W single. Are we starting to get... Yeah, we're starting to get heavy center line crowding. But, honestly, it might just be cheaper to do like this. Okay, so that's 1, 2... Okay, so these are 28 each. So 28 each combined is about 60, whereas if we go up to a double, yeah. So that's cheaper than a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with doubles I was able to get 6. And with singles I'm also able to get 6. It seems. Is that right? Or could I get... How does that work? How is this... Oh! Rounds per gun, probably. That's probably what's doing it. That's why the mass just isn't adding up. So we can do this. This is probably the most efficient use of mass on this ship. So right now it has 5 6-inch guns, so now we're going to 6 5-inch guns. We'll leave it at... You know what? Maybe we'll go to the 3 anti-aircraft directors. Alright, so structure 4 will now be down here. Second funnel will now be up here. Actually, you know what? No. Second funnel will have... Yeah, second funnel almost has to be a circular one now. Because our first funnel also has to be kind of moved back. So I guess maybe this is an instance where it's all just being trunked into one really big funnel. So let's make a really big funnel then. There you go. That's a really big funnel. And then... Structure 1. Structure 2, I think, is that one. Yeah. Alright, so... We'll take that. We'll do something like that. We can do this. And then structure 2 can be a, some sort of bridge here. Probably going across. We can do this. Wait, no, that's more of a conning tower sort of look, and I don't really want a conning tower sort of look. I want a bridge. Okay, so... let's see. Try and decide how I want to do this. You know, I could do just kind of something a little more modern looking. Maybe like this. Oh, I don't exactly know how good that looks. That's probably more what the US would do at this point in time. In terms of forward superstructure. And other than that, I think we got a good cruiser design here. Good rebuild for the Cincinnatis into anti-aircraft cruisers. Now the Raleigh are also currently on foreign station and need a rebuild. And these guys have a little bit more interesting of a gun layout. 8 turrets in total. So the first thought is to upgrade to more powerful 6-inch guns. If we check, it does have the heavy gun modifier, though we will no longer have any secondaries on board this ship, because I think, if I do, can I do 6-inch doubles if they're that? No. Yeah, I can. Wait, what? Hold on. Is this allowed? You may add single shielded mounts, but no casemates. Is that just to B? So we could do a B single then. Is this allowed? That looks allowed. Actually, we could get rid of the X and do that. Can I do a forward triple? Yeah, I can. I mean, I can't complete this because of how much it weighs. But somehow this is valid. We go down to doubles and have a 6x6-inch gun double. But otherwise it would have been a 7, but with a negative 20% modifier on it. And this wouldn't have that negative 20% modifier. But if we go down to, yeah, it's just way cheaper. I also thought of going down to 5 inches and then doing this. And then basically getting like an Atlanta. Not an Atlanta, but a small Atlanta. Or just, again, stick with this. Might not be the best cruiser design. Certainly not the worst. And it could be a lot worse. I don't think I can really get the secondaries good, though. Or in any good way. But this is converting this into a modern light cruiser, but I don't know. As much as it's good to have a modern light cruiser, it might just be better to go with the single mount approach rather than having any doubles. But then, okay, let's open design for rebuild. Here's a thought. You become a double. Get rid of C, turn it into B. Secondaries, get rid of them. Torpedo reloads on those tubes. Get rid of L. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's still the same broadside weight as before. Also, the thought of just doing that and taking C and putting it in B. Okay, so let's see. So if I do this, then the broadside weight is the same as before. However, we're getting a negative 20 rate of fire mod. At 20, yeah, negative 20. Which, if that's 20%, then Ooh, I have a calculator up for this reason. Alright, so we have, let's say, 7-gun broadside. Times point 0.8 means that effectively we have 5.6 guns. Okay then. I think I can get this more efficient. Alright, so 8YV, get rid of W, get rid of L, get rid of H, get rid of I, get rid of B. Yeah, get rid of B. Um, no, we'll leave the secondaries in temporarily. Torpedo reloads, clear the mounts, and we will add a centerline torpedo mount in at P. We'll get a quad mount there. Also thought of trying to get in at like W. Yeah, okay, where the old turret used to be. Just put torpedoes. This is doable. And I think this would give us a better effective rate of fire. So if we add in a B single, we just can't get it in. However, if I decrease the torpedo tube to a triple, would that help? No. Get rid of these guys. And that would help. A little annoying to lose that, but you know, we only had a single set before. So we could do something like this. And this should be valid, right? Yeah, that's valid. It's very valid. And I suppose this turns the rallies into like a semi-modern light cruiser. So I think this is a fine design to work with. Just gotta adjust some of the design a little bit here. Okay, so that's structure 1. Structure 2 is there. So structure 1 and 2 have to be deleted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take structure 1 and then just trace along structure 3 so that it stays the same. Or about the same. But instead down there it'll do something like that. For the torpedo tubes. Oh yeah, I can get rid of director firing for that, and that saves me a little bit more weight. And we still have the 1 aircraft. Alright, so second funnel will be turned into an oval and moved back a little further. So structure 3 no longer exists. Structure 4 is just going to get moved back to here. You know what, structure 4 will just kind of be a little anti-aircraft gun platform. So that's structure 5. Structure 5, I'm just going to do that too. Structure 6 might actually have to move back along there, so we're reconstructing the aft superstructure here. Alright, structure 2 and structure 3 still need to be placed, so structure 2 will help support this turret. And then we'll also now go through both funnels. That doesn't look great. We'll try that again. We can do this. Kind of follow that curve. And then do that. Structure 3 now will be our nice little looking bridge thing up here. So you get the angle perfect, align it that way, align it this way, and down, like so. And I think this will be the Raleigh class cruiser, so let's send them in for a rebuild. Alright, so the Oaklands did a rebuild, the Renaults did get a brief rebuild because they got old, but I think I'm going to give them a new rebuild because I want to Actually, you know what? The Renos already are pretty decent ships. Wait, I have to do this, though. Can I upgrade them to 4-inch guns? No. Alright. Yeah, I think the Renos are gonna need a full rebuild now. And I will do it to them. Alright, so I know that these ships did just recently get rebuilt, but we are doing this again. So no C, no W, no F, no K. I'm gonna see if I can get a B. We can. I'm gonna delete these torpedo tubes and put them along the center line. Maybe not in W, maybe in something like a P. P's a little too far forward. Go with an R. I want to see if I can try to get a double out of that. Decrease that tube. Maybe decrease the air capacity to 1. Give me my torpedo tube back. There we go. Honestly, though. Oh, right. I can't do that in the B position. That's not allowed. Do we do it in a W? We could. But that does automatically do the crowding thing, which is not great. What about FGs as singles? Okay, okay. That's not bad. So I would like to get B up to a double, but apparently we can't do that. You may add single shielded mounts of 6-inch caliber, not casemates or double or triple turrets, yeah. Or we can try to get the A to be a triple instead, because that's apparently legal. Could we get the Y to be a triple too? Yeah. Could we get the X to be a triple? Maybe I don't even need the B. Screw it, rebuild the Renos to this design. Give us a new class of modern light cruiser for pretty cheap as well. Yeah, this is not a bad class of ship. This is a pretty good light cruiser, especially for the amount of tonnage it's on. And this would increase the number of modern light cruisers I have considerably, honestly. You know, if the Renos are getting this sort of upgrade, these would be modern light cruisers. Right now, you know, I basically have 10. 10 modern light cruisers and a bunch of old ones. This would be a new modern light cruiser. Right here. For very cheap. I'm going to do maybe this as that platform. Structure 4 will remain the same. I think the forward funnel here is going to become an oval, though. Alright, structure 6 is one I kind of need to move back. Okay. So that's structure 5 right there. Which one is that? Okay, that's structure 2. So structure 2 is now going to have to be kind of up here. I don't know, maybe I'll do like this, that. Maybe do something like No, not quite like that. Maybe more of this. Um, yeah, okay, that'll work. That is a modern class of light cruiser. How much does it cost to refit them? Little expensive per month. But that's getting a modern light cruiser for 4,000. I'm fine with that. The other ones are quite as expensive. The rallies will still be able to be in frontline active service, I think. Well, the Cincinnati's, yeah, Cincinnati's, they're more of an anti-aircraft cruiser at this point. And honestly, I think that the Des Moines will be in the same boat. Why do I have a ping on Discord? I don't know who's doing that. Okay, so Des Moines, yeah, they need the same sort of light cruiser or modern light cruiser rebuild, but I think that the Des Moines are just kind of a step on improvement to the previous rally. Actually, if I go to 2.5, can I do that? Or is that not legal? That is legal. But we'll go to 2. Alright, so you will not have an F, you will not have a K. If we can get that, that would be good. Torpedo reloads would be good, but we'll get a center line torpedo mount. I think the R position was where I had it last time. So we're not going to have a W. We're going to not... I don't think I can do that. Can I do that to the B? I can, because I already had it. Let's get rid of the B, though. Why are you so heavy? Oh, because your hull tonnage isn't as much as the Renaults. Because the Renaults are, yeah, 6,300. Because the Renaults had more spare tonnage. Which is why their conversion is that. The Des Moines isn't as lucky. It's a little lighter. So, the Des Moines is probably going to get a anti-aircraft cruiser conversion then. Alright, so forward, aft, double, B and X, double. Turrets down to 2 inches of protection. Let's see if we can get you... No, we can't. Although, if we clear those torpedo tube mounts, even if we do a torpedo reloads in the R position, do we get... Okay, we do get heavy... Yeah, we do get the heavy problem. So we'd have to get rid of that to solve it. And then what we could do is F and G as singles. Or F and K as singles. Because that would be allowed. And then we could go to the, what if we just did the side torpedo tubes again? So H and I think, were them. Couldn't get quite as many in, so I still probably do want to do a, set on the hull like that, but I can. Alright, so now we have that. Let's just get rid of the X turret and re-add the X superimposed turret back in. That does fix the issue I was having. So this would turn these into anti-aircraft cruisers. But we'd give them 10 guns. 10 5-inch guns of quality 1. Which is better armed than they were previously, I would argue. In terms of superstructure, I think it's going to mostly stay the same. Structure 5 We'll move back a bit to accommodate the new torpedo tube back there. And then, which one is... Structure 2 would Yeah, Structure 2 will just try to support the turret back here a bit. Now. But yeah, now we have the torpedo tubes in there. Alright, so that will be the rebuild to the Des Moines class. And that will basically turn the Des Moines into anti-aircraft cruisers. And that was very expensive. Alright then, so, in terms of the cruiser rebuilds, the ones I have going on right now, the Rallies and Renault, or the Renaults are being turned into modern light cruisers and can probably serve alongside the current set of 10. This would give me 12 good light cruisers. The Rallies are going to be a little older. However, they might be more secondary line light cruisers, probably more for like Caribbean or West Coast service. The Cincinnatis are going to be light anti-aircraft cruisers, not very great anymore. And the Des Moines will be heavier anti-aircraft cruisers. The Clevelands are currently being rebuilt, but this is mostly because they didn't have dual-purpose guns, so their anti-aircraft's getting a little better. The Fresnos are currently a new class being built, and that is that. And we'll suffer some monetary issues for a little while. Alright, new medium bomber. Let's see. Sorry, sinuses being bad right now. That's gonna limit the amount of time I can stream. Alright. New medium bomber. Range is not as good as the Curtiss Invader B. Bomb load is better. Max speed is better. Firepower is better. Maneuverability is better. Toughness is better. I think it's good to take. I think that is a good thing. Why briefly do I have a message in Discord? Who pinged me? Oh, I got pinged in one of the things I'm in. Okay. Just checking that. Alright, so yeah. Clevelands are coming back this turn. We commissioned 2 subs. They have finished their reconstructions. Okay. I can take any of these options. So I do want territory from Russia, but it could be nice to have an ally. Alone. Well, it would be nice to have an ally, but I don't know. I don't know in this instance. But this would allow me to blockade France if we do wind up going to war. On the other hand, do I really want to do that? Would I really want to fight in Northern Europe? Because I currently do have medium spying on Russia, because they are one of my main targets, but I'm probably not going to get the colony they have. And it might... yeah, you know what? Yeah. Alright, no more spying on Russia. Can I scrap these guys yet, please? There we go. Alright, the Scamming the President class has now been scrapped. Unfortunately, I do need to sustain this massive budget decrease for 2 more months. So I will halt construction on New Mexico for a couple of months here until all the cruisers are rebuilt. And actually, the Clevelands are now back, so that's good. So, foreign station, we have the Tallahassees, the Huntington, and the Oaklands, which are now all more anti-aircraft oriented cruisers. And hopefully with them being anti-aircraft oriented cruisers, that should make it a little more difficult to sink them, at least if the enemy has aircraft and they accidentally show up in battle. Alright. There is a bunch of cruisers done. I'm going to say resume construction on Hurt. Which group of cruisers? That was the Des Moines class, it looked like. So these guys should probably be moved to the reserve fleet. Oh yeah, and one of the Renaults finished too. So that's Milwaukee. So that might be reserved. I think the Des Moines will be mothballed. You know, I could reserve the Renaults too. Or not reserve, mothball them. Hey, recent production increases. Good. Douglas Seamew is ready for service. Alright, cool. Alright, so in terms of light cruisers. So, I have the 9 on foreign station. Okay, so it's 9 on foreign station. You know what? So this is removing 7 which are on foreign station. Only 2 of this group are in foreign station. That's 25, so 23. I have 23 light cruisers. I would want to mothball half of them. So these guys. So that's 5. 23 divided by 2, 22 divided by 2 is 11. So that's 5, 6. Okay, so that's 15. That would be 13. The 2 Renos are going to be moved to the reserve fleet. Although, honestly, this guy is going to be moved to the Caribbean. And that means that my main light cruiser force right now should all be capable of 29 knots or more. Franklin is now also commissioned. Cool. We need to get more carriers. And unfortunately, my limitations put me at I cannot build carriers with more than 49 aircraft. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck in that regard. So in terms of CVs, all right. So I can increase the mass by 1,000 or 1,000 tons without having any issues. I want to try to get the flight deck armor up, so we'll get it up to 4.5 then, and then just increase that. This will allow this class to be really easily built. The Bunker Hill class, yes, we will do it. Oh wait, we need better torpedo protection, which automatically voids any changes. So let's get our flight deck armor up to 5 then. Alright, there we go. We are at the maximum amount of anti-aircraft positions used. And yeah, the size of our ship is grown, despite the fact that our aircraft count has not, because I can't increase the aircraft count because of the rules I have. Alright. Save that as the Bunker Hill class. Yeah. Russia, you're friends now. No, I do not want those created automatically. Wasp is now commissioned. No, not to France. Okay, we can use AP bombs with aircraft. We can now build larger air bases. I do need to build larger air bases. Although I haven't been using my air bases much. Okay. New dive bomber. It's definitely better than our current one. Aircraft type. Request proposal. What's our oldest right now? We need a new torpedo bomber. That's from 1937. So our torpedo bomber, we need reliability. I'm probably gonna go maneuverability. Toughness is also a good quality to have. Yeah, we'll have a tough torpedo bomber. Screw it. Alright, so we get 2 new carriers in service, which is good. 2 of these Franklin class carriers. And then now we're gonna get the Bunker Hills. Yeah, okay, she has no air group assigned, that's fine. Yes, Russia, you can buy that. Improves invasion capability. How far can we invade now? How far? We can take more of this, so this is our goal. This is what I want to knock out. Okay, increase spying on France and Japan, so that I can go to war with one of the 2 of them. Italian government, yeah, I don't care about you, Italy. 6-inch dual-purpose mounts. Those aren't actually that great, so I'm not gonna bother. Hey, our fighters improved. Hey, Bunker Hill, get me 2 of them. Yep. Alright, so I think our whole CL thing is sorted. Yeah, that should be moved to the reserve fleet. So, in the Caribbean, we'll have 2 Renos, along with, yeah, both of our Flints as well. On the west coast right now, we have a bunch of Des Moines, and then Galveston. So the Des Moines aren't going to be very great anymore. There's certainly the thought of getting a couple Clevelands to the west coast. Yeah, I want those. I want Amsterdam and Biloxi to move to the North American west coast now. Yeah, okay, they've finished working up. Yes, Russia, you can have that. I have to send a diplomatic note. I have no other option. Alright, our new destroyers are almost done. I don't want to go to war with Britain again. I'm probably not going to go to war with Britain again. If I am, it'll be far enough in the future that they'll probably have just discovered that technology. Anyway, okay, so this is the aircraft carrier Japan is building. It's not very good. Oh, it's small, though. It is small. I'll give him that. It's very small. It's very light. Maybe that's the sort of carrier I should be building. Hey, look. Better directors. I'm going to hold off on refitting everything for now. But, yeah, directors should be something I consider in the very near future. Honestly, though. Anything else I can get here? I don't think there's, like, any point to getting anything more. I was just do a couple of, like, single turrets along the side. Nope, can't even fit them. Oh, wait, that's open design for rebuild. No, open design in general. Alright, so. Let's add an X turret. What happens then? Insufficient space. What happens now? Nope. Don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. Although mass-wise, I can fit it before I increase it to a double, which is not exactly great. So let's just keep that up. Can I get more speed yet? No, I can't. There's some thought about, like, doing this, but, no. We'll go to an advanced director, maybe more main gun ammunition, I should say. Maybe what I'll do is I'll remove a medium anti-aircraft gun and get a second anti-aircraft director. Alright, get me that design done. Alright. My rules dictate that I have to pick that option. Please don't piss off Germany. Germany, stop it! Stop it, Germany! Look, Germany. Actually, I could blockade Germany. Germany, I don't care about you. I don't care about you, Germany. I want to go to war with France. I want to take French colonies. I do not care about you, Germany. I don't care about you, Britain. I just fought you last war. Why do you want to go to war again? Why do you want to go to war again? There's, like, nothing in it. Nothing in it for any of us anymore. Alright, so we're still building Oklahoma and New Mexico. These might be the last large CAs I even build at this point. Circular AA screen. Enable circular screens, improves AA effectiveness, allows BB to screen CV. Like we have any BB. Alright, better torpedo bombers, better max speed, range has increased a little bit, toughness has gone up a little bit. Maneuverability is about the same. This one has a range issue. This is slightly less maneuverable than our current one, but it has a medium torpedo, so that's good. That does mean better range. All these have medium torpedoes, so then we're actually looking at this range here rather than this range. So we're comparing 290. I think that maybe... Well, you know what? How much does range matter at this point in time? Because typically the carriers are a little closer together, and if you're going out really long range, then you're probably not hitting much. But this one has a bit higher speed. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That's a better design. Alright, so right now I'm just going to try to provoke war with France. Alright, so double tension, and no effect. No effect. Yeah, you can get Angola. Who cares about Angola? You can be appeased, Hitler. We will appease Hitler. If Hitler wants Angola, Hitler can get Angola. Airdrop torpedoes will run patterns. Interesting. St. Louis and Fresno are now commissioned. New French heavy cruiser, 12 times 9-inch guns. Now, that's very threatening to our light cruisers. that is not very threatening to our heavy cruisers. It is completely not at all threatening to our heavy cruisers. Yeah. This thing would eat like 10 of those for breakfast. What? Okay. What is with my line drawings randomly turning from one thing to the other? It's a really weird glitch. Alright, so we got 2 new, light cruisers done, the Fresno class. So that gives me 8 10,000-ton light cruisers, as well as the 4 Galvestons and the 2 Renos as kind of modern light cruisers. Somehow the Renos now have more main guns than the Galvestons do. Might be interesting to see if I could rebuild the Galvestons into having 3 triples and get basically another Reno out of them. But you know, I'll probably just leave the Galvestons as they are. They are faster, so they're faster than the Renos, so that's good. Yeah, so that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 top-of-the-world CLs. In the meantime, nobody else has 14 light cruisers. So if you look at German light cruisers, they do have 12, they do have 3 modern light cruisers, really good light cruisers, top of the line, and then 1 old one. Great Britain has, oh dear God. Alright. So, 16 times 5-inch light cruisers. So they've basically got Atlantas here with the Constance class. Or Didos or whatever. No, basically Atlantas. So they are sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 effectively Atlanta class light cruisers. So these are modern. They're only able to get 14 5-inch to a side. They are dual purpose. They are decently well armored. But I don't know, 12 6-inch quality 1 guns might still be better than those guys. Then they have the Calypso class, which are very fast. So these are probably better than a Reno, but a Reno can fight them equivalently. And the Renos are refits from 1922. So that's on a much older hull. In the meantime, then Britain does have these older light cruisers. Conquest is of a modern design, but it's not very good. So I don't think I'd be too worried about it. Curaçao is a bit better. You know what? I have extra money right now. I don't want to build any more light cruisers for the moment. I need to focus on subs. Probably get another 8 subs built. Let's get another 12. Screw it. I do badly need more subs. There's certainly some thought about trying to get the directors of some of my ships upgraded. Probably my heavy cruisers first of all. So right now, the Minnesotas are the most modern. And all the heavy cruisers should be, yeah, on a place where they can rebuild. Actually, Colorado probably needs the first proper rebuild. So we're going to increase our tertiary guns to 5-inch mounts. I'm going to get rid of 1 on this ship so I can get more of these guys in. Or we go up to, if we go up to 24, yeah, okay. You know, maybe I don't need quite that many torpedo tubes, so there we go. Yeah, that would be fine. That gives me a lot of tertiary guns to fire at the enemy. So those will require a refit. Colorado will now also go in, get an electro-optical director. Her tertiary guns will be upgraded to 5-inch mounts. And she will get torpedo reloads on her triple tubes. And then just more guns jammed on. That's probably a good balance right there in terms of medium and light. Mostly medium with a little bit of light. Alright, Colorado will go in for her refit. And right now I'll just leave it at this. Yeah, Oklahoma can be completed with our best fire control. I'm gonna pick Hush It Up. Russia's our ally. I don't want to increase tensions with them. There's no point in getting prestige from that, so I can pick either option. New dive bomber, the Republic Maryland B gets better range. Thank you. Aircraft types. What do we need now? So torpedo bomber is our oldest, but we have a new one in development. So float plane scout's apparently our oldest. We do have an improved version of a dive bomber in service now, but it is an improved version. I could go for a float plane. I'll go for a float plane scout. Screw it. Float plane scout, probably range and reliability. Yeah. All right. So Oklahoma's 3 months out. It's not actually 2. It'll be 3. These guys are all 3 months out as well. New Mexico is 4 months out. It'll actually be 5. Missile technology. That in this version of the game and in the current version of the game as well does not exist. So, missile technology, low. I don't want any research put into you. The ships have finished working up. Yeah, add it to there. I have to make the agent a national hero in France. Hey, France is pissed off! Finally! Success! Alright. So now that those ships are finishing up, the Arizonas are going to want to go in for an electro-optical director upgrade and a tertiary gun to 5-inch upgrade. And a 5-inch dual purpose. Torpedo reloads would be good to have. I think I'm going to reduce the number of tertiary guns then, just because of all the extra weight I do have to put on this. And we'll just go up to that. Yeah, it's pretty close to the minimum amount of weight it can have. So I think that'll be a good refit for the Arizonas. And that will mean that I lose a lot of money this month. But let's do that. Alright, there we go. They finished their reconstruction. Yes, Russia, you can buy that. Lower risk of landing accidents. Hey, more invasion capability. Yeah, hey, France. Hey, France, yeah, you gotta be pissed. Oh, no. France is pissed. France is really pissed at us now. Alright, how close are the submarines? They are far out. Ships under construction. Oklahoma will complete this month. That will get me a bunch of extra money. New Mexico, 2 months out. 2 months out. So, New Mexico will finish a month after Oklahoma. I think it is time to start doctrines. So, gunnery and torpedo warfare. Do them now. That's going to cost a lot, though. These ships are active. As our ships get rebuilt, though, with the new directors, it will basically be being active. On the other hand, all of our ships currently in the mothball will be moved to the reserve fleet. All of our carriers will need to be activated. I'll move those guys to the reserve fleet for now. Although it would probably be good to get Lexington rebuilt here very shortly. Alright, aircraft types. Not aircraft types, no. Air groups. In reserve. Oh, they're sorted by type now rather than when I put them in. Great job. If we go by name, though, that should... Nope, doesn't sort them out as well as I hope. Roll. Yeah, okay. So, take you guys, take you guys, take you guys. Are they all 8s? Yes, they are. You will be moved to the carrier USS Wasp. The new carrier USS Wasp. 2 dive bombers, 2 fighters, and 2 torpedo bombers will be moved to Franklin. 2 dive bombers, 2 fighters, 2 torpedo bombers will be moved to Essex as well. If we look at the map, then we're going to be wanting to focus in this region, in Southeast Asia. I'm going to turn spying down to medium for the moment. Oh, damn it, these need a rebuild too, so let's just do a quick rebuild for them, honestly. Hello, you want an advanced director? Screw you can get an advanced director. Only one, though. And dual-purpose guns? Yeah, sure. Increased elevation? Yeah, sure, have them. There we go, now you get more anti-aircraft guns, too. Alright, 4 ASW mortar. Yeah, get that. Alright. Oklahoma's commissioned now. Good. It's gonna be some money back. Alright, so I don't think I'm really gonna be fighting France over here. Well, you know what? I could try to fight them in Northern Europe. I can't invade them in Northern Europe, but it is certainly possible. On the other hand, though, I do really want to fight them down in the South Pacific and in Southeast Asia. You know, just try to take these territories from them, probably, and then... Yeah, okay. But be better to take all of Vietnam first. Are these guys... What do these guys have? I don't know what three... Oh, are these guys must have minesweeper capability, which some of these guys don't have, like the Lake Michigans. Those are more dedicated sub-hunter vessels, while the others aren't. You look at ASW capabilities. The berries probably do need better ASW upgrade. I love how all of the older protection boats are getting radars. So those are all going to be able to see at night. These are 1899 vintage torpedo boats kept in ASW Coastal Patrol Service. And they're getting better, and they're now getting radar. Alright, so we should be able to get New Mexico this month. That'll get us most of our money back. So Colorado and the Minnesotas are rebuilt. The Idaho's right now the oldest of the CAs. With the secondary 16-inch guns, the dual-purpose guns, too. But no, I probably don't want to do that. Let's increase that, and then get an electro-optical director. Wait, what happens if I do that? The ship is slightly overweight. Okay, that's all it was saying. Alright, send the Idahos in for a rebuild. In terms of air groups, we do need to start readying up our carriers and what we have in reserve. So a group of four, and a group of 6 is typically what we would use. So let's see, which airfields do I want to have them at? Do we have an airfield at Hong Kong? No, we don't. It would be really nice to get one there. Where does France have airfields at? Alright, so do they have any at any of these locations? At, like, Kaivong or Bayard? Anywhere here. I am not seeing any. It looks like France has decent-sized airfields over in France, naturally. But they don't really have any down here. In terms of battleships, I mean, their battleships are pretty strong. Their battlecruisers pretty decent. But, again, you know, well, like, I only have 10-inch guns, but I have a lot of them. I have all the 10-inch guns on my ships. And Oklahoma has the, kind of broken, 7-inch, narrow belt armor scheme. Which, you know, the narrow belt is exactly what you want. Yeah, my sinuses are not feeling great today for whatever reason. I'm sorry about that. Alright, okay. So, one more month, and we should get all the money back, but we do have to start activating everything. I think that honestly, though, I do probably want to send in the cruisers for a rebuild. Okay, yeah. Send in the Fresnos to get better electro-optical directors. Send in the Clevelands to get better Um, better directors. Honestly, send in the Flints to get better directors. Flints have a lot of extra weight remaining. Put them in torpedo reloads. Yeah, send the Flints in like that. And maybe the Galvestons too. Yeah, okay, they have torpedo reloads. Honestly, probably a good idea to do it for the Renos now that they are also modern CLs. Alright, so some of this money I'll get back now that New Mexico's done. Yes, Russia, you can buy that. Paramount's for light and medium anti-aircraft. I have to take the tension increasing option. No, I do not want them created automatically. Um, yeah, air groups. Alright, so all. No, wait, no, reserve. Alright, so fighter, flying boat, torpedo bomber. Actually, wait, no, I don't want that. I don't want that one. I want that one. I want that one. You will go... Not to, like, Suva or anything. We'll move one to Manila. Here, I'll just put one in Boston for the moment, and then move the one in Boston where I want. Put one in Philly for the moment, move that where I want. And then take this guy, move it to New York, move that where I want. And then you guys, I think, were the group at... You at Seattle? Probably were. I guess for now you will move to like maybe Kavieng. Alright. So where is Kavieng again? Is that's over here. So I don't think Kavieng quite has the amount of reach I would like. Do we have anything at Henderson Field? Do we have an airbase at Henderson Field? I don't know if we do. Yeah, we do. Air groups. Henderson Field is a 20. Take all of you guys and drag you down to Henderson. Alright, so what other places on the map? So let's try... Do we have an airbase at Takao? Do you have any? Yeah, you do have one. Where... How big is Takao's airfield? It is a 60, so that is what I will take everything from Tsingtao and move it to... Or not Tsingtao, Kavieng, and move it to... You guys are going to be in... Or Takao for now. Which is... I'm blind. There you go. So you have some at Manila. I'm going to take those from Philadelphia and move them down to maybe Legazpi. And those from New York. And move them... Oh, come on. Drag. Seriously, game? And then, yeah, we'll move a bunch to Apari. Okay, ships under construction. The Arizonas are going to finish up here very shortly. Yeah. Now that both the Oklahomas are in service, Colorado is done. I think the Alabamas are going to need the next rebuild to a electro-optical director, and that will be good. Send them in. Alright, Alabamas are now being rebuilt. 6 corvettes have finished their reconstruction. Autoloader for 6-inch guns. That would be good. Honestly, move all of these guys for now into the reserve fleet. Everything which is mothballed should probably be moved to the reserve fleet. Alright, so the remaining Florida, we'll get her electro-optical director. And we don't have the mass for it, so I'll remove a single tertiary gun. That should be good. So the Floridas are going to be, well, actually no, they should still have a decent amount of anti-aircraft fire. The Ohio will have to be put in next to get an electro-optical director. So she's gonna also lose one gun like that. And then probably... Yeah, okay, I'll probably do that with her. Get her a better balance of medium anti-aircraft guns. And then I think that the remaining Nebraska will go in for her electro-optical director refit. It might actually be good to get auto-loading. Auto-loading 6-inch casemates! That's amazing. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, electro-optical director. Yeah, no, not doing that. Alright, so for now the Michigans and the Kentuckys are not going in for their rebuild yet. But we are going to get a lot of ships back. Yeah, sure. Alright, air groups wise. Copy. Paste. 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 Get our carriers up. Oh, Langley and Yorktown still had their air groups, so their air groups are still ready. Which actually might mean that Langley and Yorktown should be activated right now. Alright. Okay, so the Renos are now active. The Des Moines are going to need an electro-optical rebuild. Yep. So they're going to be sent in. Everything currently not on foreign station will have to be. The Rallies will also need one. It'd be awesome to get them up to auto-loading 6-inch guns. Wait, how much is it? If I delete... No, that's not going to help. Would it? Would though? Nope. Yeah, keep your B turret. Yeah, you'll just stick with the current gun armament. We'll have to build new cruisers. Oh, that is very, very expensive. We are getting a lot back in service this turn, though. There we go. Alright, so... I can pick any of these options. Hey, France. I have to do that. New scout plane prototypes. Alright, so these are better. Alright, so the Brewster XS-40 doesn't have as good of a bomb load as the other two. Which isn't great, but, you know, who cares? Max speed is better. Range is typically better than the current two we have. Range is best on the Curtis. Speed is best on the Douglas, and range is second best on the Douglas. The Douglas has the best toughness, second best maneuverability to boot. I think that the Douglas is the right option. A new medium bomber, I will gladly take that. Tensions with France have hit an all-time high. And we are going to get more CAs back in service here very shortly. It is probably worth it to start moving some of the ships currently on the west coast, like all of these guys, into, we'll say, Northeast Asia. Well, no, not Northeast Asia. We will say Southeast Asia. And then, so we do have a couple in the Caribbean, just in case the French try something there. We'll have to see how the French react to all this. So those are all on foreign station. Currently on the west coast we have 2 Galvestons as well as 2 Clevelands. They should also be forced to move into the into Southeast Asia. We have 2 carriers on the west coast. They should be forced to move into Southeast Asia right now. I would like to pull maybe the Langleys back into or onto the North American west coast then. These carriers will remain those carriers will remain mothballed. Right now, I want I want all my 2,000 tonners to be activated. Although it looks like the Mugfords and Cranes do unfortunately need a rebuild, which is going to be a little annoying. Their main guns are going to receive a refit to a better standard. It would be nice for them to get. No, I could get rid of a torpedo mount. Maybe not a Q. Maybe not a Q. No, leave the Q in. Get rid of the W and do torpedo reloads. Actually, no. You know what? They're not going to expend all their torpedoes at once. So, yeah, torpedo reloads are more efficient. So we'll get rid of W and no, I want R still in there. We'll get rid of W and Q. Then in terms of the... Actually, no, we'll get rid of P and R and then put in Q and W back in with torpedo reloads. We'll get an anti-aircraft director. We'll get dual-purpose main guns. Maybe not Q and W. Maybe Q and R will be in place. Although, I don't know. You know what? They'll probably just get the advanced director and be done with it. Getting an AA director would be good, too. Dual purpose. You know what? No. We won't get dual purpose main guns. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So the Mugfords are still going to have their massive torpedo broadside. The Cranes now need a refit to a better director, mostly. They will receive better guns. That would be nice to get them an AA director, too. So a little bit less anti-aircraft fire, unfortunately. But that does leave them as decently modern. And the Cranes all need a refit now. And if I'm looking at this, yeah, all these guys here need a refit, unfortunately. I think the Calhouns are also going to need a refit right now, too. So they need to get advanced director. They actually have some additional tonnage remaining, so they can't get torpedo reloads, though. I didn't get that. There's the thought of what if we just decrease their torpedo tubes? So we could cut out 2 torpedo tubes from them and basically get down to doubling the remaining torpedo tubes, which I think I will do. So I think this is the optimal solution for the Calhouns. God, my sinuses are just being so bad right now. Unfortunately, this would put us deep into the red, but I kind of need to do it. I will be right back. I'm just having some issues. Yeah, be right back. Alright, I am sorry about that. I am back now. Hopefully things should be a little bit better. I'm just gonna go to the next turn. I'm hoping that my funds won't actually be in the red because those will complete. Is without a doubt France. Yeah. See? Called it. Okay, we're losing more money per turn than I should. Yeah, halt construction on Hancock for now. Yeah, you guys need to move into Southeast Asia for the moment. Right, I forgot to move destroyers. Oops. Alright, so it's on the west coast right now. Shaws are on the west coast. Move ships to Southeast Asia. You guys move into the Caribbean. You guys will need to be active. Well, you know what? Okay, here. You guys. Here. Trade protection. You guys. All of you guys. Trade protection. And we are slightly low on funds again, so halt you until everything gets out. I think it's the best bet at the moment. How close are those submarines? 6 months from finishing. You know what? Let's halt 2 of them. So I can keep you going. So now we are gaining money. For now these guys will stay mothballed. You know what? They need to be activated. Submarine wise, I need to halt 2 more then. 3 more. There we go. Hopefully that'll only last for a couple of months. Alright, do you have anything which is still mothballed? These light carriers, they will stay mothballed. Honestly, these guys will go to foreign station or trade protection as well. Alright, so we're gonna get a bunch back this turn. Submarine will be on prize rules for now, because I need to get all these reconstructions done. Okay, something got sunk. And I don't know what did get sink. Or, did get sink? What the hell? What the hell was that? No. Alright, so they sank some of that. So there might have been reports from those guys. So we've re-equipped some Hydra squadrons. Alright, now I do have some money back as stuff is re-entering service. On the other hand, unfortunately the Michigans have to now go in for a rebuild to electro-optical directors. No other changes needed on them. Send them in. And honestly, so do the Cincinnatis. Unfortunately, I did get these guys down to not having any remaining mass, so I will have to decrease the amount of torpedoes. I think it's better to decrease the amount of torpedoes than it is to reduce the amount of anti-aircraft guns they have, though. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about the Kentuckys yet. I think Nebraska will remain on the west coast. So now we do have some stuff in Southeast Asia. I did move some more modern destroyers into the Caribbean. These guys mostly, but they will have to now move to Southeast Asia. One got damaged. Great. Upon moving. Where is the French fleet right now? France has decided to be in France. Naturally. Or in Europe, I should say. So they're fighting Russia. No, I do not want them created automatically. Yeah, if you think you can win that. Take it. Alright, last things last, the 2 Kentuckys, which are our oldest CAs, and are actually very obsolete at this point, will receive their electro-optical upgrade. They're just going to lose a single 5-inch gun. And then get a bunch of extra smaller anti-aircraft guns. Alright, send the Kentuckys in for their rebuild. And honestly, now that I have some money, resume construction on Hancock. Because Bunker Hill should be done soon. Although Bunker Hill will probably need to have her thing upgraded. But those destroyers will be back in service here in just a month. Do we have any active destroyers on the west coast? We have a Calhoun. Move to Southeast Asia. And that's it. Alright, so now we do have some destroyers in Southeast Asia. I can't invade anything yet. Only the Navy can win this war. Hey, better dive bomber. Hey, new dive bomber is a private venture. Bomb load's the same as our current one. I think we have a new dive bomber in development, which should give us a better bomb load. Or maybe not. No, better max speed. We'll take it. So we lost 2 corvettes. Aircraft types. Request proposals. What's the oldest right now? So we do have a modern floatplane scout. We do have more modern medium bombers. So I think our fighter might actually now be the oldest. So yeah, firepower. Well, you know what? Let's get a dive bomber and try for bomb load reliability. Better dive bomber. I think the dive bomber is the dive bombers are upgraded variants. So we're gonna have 8 Shaw class destroyers. Hopefully we'll be able to get more. Oh right. These guys move to Southeast Asia now. All right, now that we do actually have a little bit of money back, invade that. New York has condenser trouble. Naval budget increases. Crush them completely. Improved air search radar. We've sunk a enemy ship. One of our destroyers was damaged. Small engagement off of here. Yeah. Hey, look, money's back. Good. So we're going to start getting these ships back. Bunker Hill should complete, and that should allow us to actually start doing stuff again. Now that I think all of our... That's going to be all of our mainline battle units refitted with better directors. Lexington, unfortunately, does also need a rebuild right now. So... yeah. There is some thought about upgrading her to 5-inch guns rather than 4-inch guns. You know what, we'll keep her at 4-inch. Yeah. And then give her more anti-aircraft. 2. Well, actually, yeah, this is Lexington, because her sister got sunk. As did Ranger, unfortunately, because well, one of them... Okay, Wasp got sunk by, in battle. That was, some battlecruisers sneaking around my cruiser force. I charged my cruiser force at the battlecruisers, and then the battlecruiser wound up being to the side of the cruiser force next to the carrier force. Which was really, 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 really bad. Alright, so now the Des Moines are done, these guys do need to move into Southeast Asia. So the Flints are still in the Caribbean. If we look at where France is, I think they're moving some stuff down. So I'm going to probably need to move more into Southeast Asia. In which, first things first, Colorado and Arizona, easy move into Southeast Asia. The Oklahomas, you guys are going to move into the Caribbean. Oh yeah, Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska can move into Southeast Asia. Sure. Give us another one there. Carrier-wise, the 2 Langleys are along the North American west coast. You guys move to Southeast Asia right now. So that will be 4 carriers in Southeast Asia. The Chargers will be activated. And the Chargers will auto-add an aircraft to 1. So it's double dive bomber, fighter, torpedo bomber. I'm forgetting how I had this set up. So I didn't have 1 dive bomber unit. I know it was like this. So 34, 32, 32 is 12 times 3. So I think it's... Okay, so I think it's you are 12, you are 12. So that would be 24. We'll just do this. Wait. 12, 12. Oh yeah, no, that would be 10. Okay. I think that's... You know what? Yeah, we'll do 12 and 12 and 10. Alright. So then... Copy air group, paste it on Kopahi. And I should probably try to copy what's at Legazpi and put it on Hong Kong. Because that's where we are currently trying to invade. Right. What destroyers do I have which I can send in? So we do have a bunch in Southeast Asia right now. I think, honestly, the Sterrets and Dorseys are probably also going to move. So they'll move to the Caribbean this turn. In terms of light cruisers, what do I have? Okay, so we'll get so that'll be 4 carriers in Southeast Asia. I should probably try to get 6. So we'll move the flank. Or you know what? We'll move the Intrepids and keep our best carrier. Well, you know what? No, we'll keep the best carrier or the Intrepids on the East Coast and then move these guys into the Caribbean. Well, into Southeast Asia, I should say. I think the Fresnos. You know what? The Flints are ready to move into Southeast Asia. So the Flints will move to Southeast Asia. Do still need some modern cruisers on the west coast. The Fresnos will move into the Caribbean. Des Moines will stay on the east coast. Or those two will stay on the east coast. The Renos will stay in the Caribbean, actually. So Renos will be Caribbean ships, for now. The Fresnos are going to move over to Southeast Asia, though. And then we'll keep these guys on the east coast. So we do still have some anti-aircraft cruisers moving down to assist. So, Bunker Hill is done. Come on, continue. Oh, come on! Bullshit! 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 5 months! 5 months of war, not even a battle. Seriously? Seriously, game, you're gonna do this to me? You are going to do this to me? I worked so hard to get France into war, and now you're just like, no, we're gonna cancel it. Okay, anyone in chat, should I reload? Should I reload so that we stay at war? Because normally I try to go along with this, but 5 months of war, when we were at the end of preparation and preparing for total war, is kind of bullshit. Nothing happened that war. And it's just not entertaining. It's just not entertaining to watch if this is the case. Because, yeah, sure, we get Tonkin, but, you know, who cares? I'm going to restart. I'm going to restart this turn. Because I think it's just going to be more entertaining if we actually do get a war out of this. Because there was no war there. There was no war. That wasn't a war. That was a... time of intense conflict where our subs attacked each other, maybe? And it was immediate... It was like 2 turns after we had already got a peace-feeling thing. So I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit. That is a reboot. Alright, try again. Bunker Hill is commissioned. Okay, so now she doesn't get the thing, but who cares? Who cares? That wasn't the reason why I restarted. I wanted to do a reroll of ending the war 5 months in, without any major battles having taken place. Yeah. Because that's totally fun and engaging. Alright, so the Oklahomas are now in the Caribbean. Renos are still going to be in the Caribbean. Fresnos are going to move down. And then destroyer-wise... Oh, wait, carrier-wise, in the Caribbean are the Franklins, which are going to move down. And then also down here are the Sterrets. which will move, as well as the remaining Shaw, and all of you guys are going to move into Southeast Asia. Do we actually have any destroyers in the Caribbean, though? Not any active ones, so I will move maybe 4 Mugfords into the Caribbean just as a we need destroyers here sort of force. Alright then. So the remaining Cincinnati class will complete her rebuild this month. Michigan will complete her rebuild. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with this. And we're still going to try to invade. New training. Enemy gains 100 victory points. We commissioned 7 subs. Come on. No! Stop this game! Stop this nonsense! We want to be at war with France. Seriously. Seriously. Seriously, guys. No. No, not after 7 months. Give us a chance to fight the war, game! That's what I want to do. I want to fight this war. This is the focus of the live stream and the game. We had okay, the Germany-British war was actually kind of satisfying. Sorry, I accidentally tapped a water glass there. This war's been nothing. It's been absolutely nothing has happened. I don't know if the reroll would be better or worse for me in the army front. There's things that could be worse or better for me from. But it doesn't matter. Because they ended the fucking war. Okay, yeah, it's worse for me in that regard. Sure, fine. Don't end the war. Hey, look, we did that. Hey, small engagement, there. Finally. Oh yeah, France accidentally sunk a liner. We have now invaded a French colony. There's also the thought where we could try to blockade France in Northern Europe and try to drive them insane that way. But, you know, invading French colonies also works. Actually, maybe not Tonkin. So that would be the next one. Maybe we should go Cochin China. Just all the way down at the end. Try to knock out more of that. Why am I getting a bird while I'm streaming? Alright, I guess I will have a bird on me while I stream. Alright, now I have a bird with me. Hello, Jasper. How you doing? He's happy. Alright, so... yeah, okay, so current plan, we will try to invade at Cochin China. What is France building? Do they have a bunch of subs? Not too many. They have more naval aircraft than me. But I don't think they have any at any important locations, so... yeah, that's good. We want to take their Southeast Asian and South Pacific colonies here. And I need to actually fight a war to be able to do that. And the game's telling me, no, you don't want to fight a war. But I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Don't end it 7 months in, you fucking game. Alright, so we do have 2 carriers active along the west coast for the moment. Submarine-wise, I do want to resume construction on all of these guys, so that we can get them all done. Alright, so 2 Kentuckys will finish up here, and then Lexington needs to finish her reconstruction as well as Bunker Hill. Rhode Island, Kentucky have. We've taken control of it. Awesome. Cruiser action there, sure. If they're willing to send in armored cruisers here. Oh, it's at night. This could go either way then. It's against a Kentucky as well, which is moderately concerning. Unknown radar contact up there. Oh, it's moving slow. It's moving slow. Whatever it is, we've spotted something, and it's moving slow. It's turned around back towards us. We've lost sight of whatever it is. There it is. We have it on radar again. It's firing 10-inch shells at us. It's already disabled one of our turrets. There you go. We are hitting it. Unfortunately, we're losing turrets. Rhode Island, hull hit, belt penetration. Can we get torpedoes underway at it? Because it's probably firing torpedoes at us this way. Wow, seriously, France, what the hell are you doing? It stayed as Rhode Island and pretty damaged, unfortunately. Okay, C8 Bruix class, so it has 9 10-inch guns. Rhode Island belt. Okay, come on. Keep shooting it. Rhode Island is hit by a torpedo. That will definitely damage her. So the Bruix did get a hit off. However, the Bruix is really slowed. Thankfully, damage control is getting better for us. So it's still shooting us. Rhode Island needs to limit her flooding and before turning back up north. How fast can she go right now? 23 max. Alright, yeah, her flooding's down to 1. It looks like we did knock out electrical power on the enemy ship. Come on. Shoot at her. Shoot at it. It's dead in the water again. And now we took a bunch of hits. Seriously. There we go, it sunk. Alright, so Rhode Island made it out, and we sank the enemy CA. Took medium damage, but survived. So you're just firing, actually only with 10 10-inch guns, so our advantage wasn't really that much. The Bruix class, though, was destroyed and was able to be sunk. On the other hand, though, the hit to Rhode Island and her crew quality did certainly cause some issues. Or the torpedo hit to Rhode Island, I should say, but we win. And Rhode Island somehow still active, so she'll need to remain on the west coast for the moment. We are still trying to invade Cochin China. It's interesting that France has raiders on the North American west coast. Right now, if we moved our entire east coast fleet, we might be able to blockade them in, but, you know, there's a difference to blockading them than just to taking their colonies, and I want their colonies here. It might be possible, once I have their colonies, to try to blockade them. But, you know, right now we're just getting a large force in to take their colonies. Hancock's commissioned. Awesome. Improves light anti-aircraft effectiveness. Okay, we've invaded Cochin China. Oh, why? Why do submarines sink all of my carriers? It's like, it's not even like my torpedo protection is shit. They just keep sinking my carriers for some fucking reason. It is the... How many carriers have I lost? 2 subs now. That's 2 CVs lost to submarines. 2 CVs lost. Both... actually, Wasp was lost in battle. Ranger and Lexington have now both been sunk by submarines. Great! Great. We did get 2 more CVs, though. The 2 bunker hills. So, air groups wise. Copy the air group from Wasp, paste it onto Bunker Hill, and paste it onto Hancock. It might be good to copy one of these air groups and paste it onto, like, Seattle, too, if France is really doing stuff there. Alright, so in terms of new construction, I think auto-loading 6-inch gun light cruiser? Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's do it. So that'll be the Dayton class. We'll get a couple of them. Might be good to keep building carriers. So honestly, I might just, you know what? Open the design. No, I'll just lay down another bunker hill. Give me another bunker hill right now. Yeah, okay. And then hopefully we'll just be able to just kind of keep invading their possessions here. Baltimore is in the yard. Yeah, take the budget. Reduces missile hit chances like it matters right now. Bomb and torpedo. Near misses from glide bombing have a chance to be converted into torpedo hits. Small engagement, yes. They were unable to challenge our forces. Next turn. Naval war budget increases. Come on, crush them, finally! We've invaded Annam. Battle and support of land combat, yes. Cruiser action down here, yes. Build me at least one cruiser of the Dayton class. Oh dear God, we have money. Let's get a second Dayton. Let's get another Bunker Hill. And, let's just keep taking their colonies. Take Tonkin now, sure. Why not? Why not take Tonkin? And then we'll probably want to move some ships down to the South Pacific. Let's, you know what, the Alabamas already. Why don't we move them into the South Pacific with a couple of escorting cruisers? Probably, you know what, maybe the 2 Flints. And then let's take, you know, maybe the Dorseys down to the South Pacific. And actually, do we have any other carriers in Southeast Asia? How many carriers do we have in Southeast Asia right now? 6, because Lexington was sunk. Actually, Lexington, was she in the Caribbean? She might have been in the Caribbean. So we'll move Saratoga into the South Pacific instead. So that'll give us a carrier there, too. New dive bomber prototypes. Awesome. Better bomb load. Amazing. Alright, so max speed is about the same as the current one. Range is about a little lower than the current one. So this one was definitely built with a range focus. Bomb load wise, we could pick any maneuverability. Okay, this one has best maneuverability, best toughness. However, these two have best max speed. So I think either the VOT or the Boeing I'll go with. Range is identical. Okay, so the VOT and the Boeing are identical. On the other hand, I think I trust VOT a little more. Hey, we've taken control of Annam now. Yeah, okay. So we're just invading, like, every French colony and then immediately taking it. Alright. Take New Hebrides, then. And then I think the goal's just gonna be get to Northern Europe and blockade them into submission. Hey, we commissioned our subs. Hey, new fighter from VOT. It's actually got a really good bomb load. Cruiser action down here. Yeah, they don't have anything. Okay, now I'm having money issues. We're gonna halt the second Bunker Hill, but keep the rest of the ships building. Okay, yeah, New Hebrides will be invaded still. And then after the invasions in the South Pacific, alright, I think it's gonna be time to just... Okay, CL Mobile is WASP. Or, CL Mobile is WASP, what the hell? No, CL Mobile is lost. Hey, estimated enemy force of 1 CV. Yeah, France is just not sending anything to protect their colonies. And it's really costing them. Come on, invade New Hebrides, please. Early blind fire capability, nice. Increase maximum carrier size. New Vanguard. Yeah, okay, so they weren't able to challenge it there. I'm gonna take another ship from Southeast Asia and move it into the South Pacific. I'm gonna take another couple Okay, what else? I'm gonna take these 2 cruisers from Southeast Asia and move them into the South Pacific as well, to just kind of support the invasion in the South Pacific. I think the Starets will move into the South Pacific too. And then pretty soon we are going to try to blockade France. Guided bomb. We torpedoed and sank a French CL. couldn't even create the battle. Good job, game. Alright, come on. New Hebrides. Invade it. This damn invasion keeps getting delayed, and Tonkin isn't falling. Alright, so fighting in Tonkin is still going on. We torpedoed and sank a French CA, it seems. We'll take that battle. Where are the French ships? Just still kind of hanging out around that area. Alright, new medium bomber. Yeah, we'll take it. There we go. Oh, come on, we lost the heavy cruiser Michigan. I don't know which one that was. Which one was Michigan? She was one of the Michigan class. So that is another unique... Okay, so what's going on here is that I'm losing one armored cruiser of every unique class I have somehow. And it's not like they're knocking out an entire class of them. No, it's like, okay, you have 2 of these, let's reduce it down to 1 of these. Okay, then, you have 2 of these, let's reduce it down to 1 of these. Okay. You have 2 of these, yeah. Let's make it 1. Alright, go to New Caledonia. France has now been kicked out of Southeast Asia. So... The current thought is... You guys here. Alright, so, right now... We're gonna take all the armored cruisers there. That one's going into the Indian Ocean. Honestly, just right now... You know what? Okay, I'm gonna leave behind 1. I'm gonna leave... What's the smallest one? Somehow it's New Jersey. I'm gonna leave behind New Jersey. I'm gonna take all of these guys. Well, not all of them. I'm gonna leave behind some Calhouns. Take all those guys. I'm gonna take the Des Moines with me too. So I'll leave the Galvestons behind. And all of you guys, I want you to move to Northern Europe. So you are going to be there. You'll have to go through the Indian Ocean, then the Med. So that's 1, 2, 3 turns. So that's what we will do. Coordinated airstrike, nice. We've taken control of New Hebrides. Oh, France did move a CA into the region. Oh, and we only get the CLs for some reason, rather than the 1 CA I intentionally left behind. But we're going to be in a night battle here, and we have destroyers, and they don't. So even if this... Okay, so it is an enemy heavy cruiser. It is a very dangerous enemy heavy cruiser. However, it's going to be nighttime very soon. Alright. And we do have radar. Go broadside to it. Pull away from it. We are hitting it. So our goal is to get in close at night. Here. How hurt is Charleston? Charleston's pretty hurt. Alright. Now the question is, do the French have blind fire? Okay, Charleston's been detached due to heavy damage. Tacoma's in good shape still. Do they have blind fire? Radar is improved search. I don't think they have blind fire. Yeah, okay, Charleston just needs to move away because she's too hurt. So unfortunately the daytime battle did not help us. However... Come on. Hit it with the torpedo spread here. Please. No! You missed! Tacoma is launching torpedoes. Good. Nope, she only launched 1. Turn the other way. Wait, what? Oh, they sight the ship now. Come on! Yes! We're reporting a hit. Doesn't seem to be very confirmed. Come on. There we go. Second hit scored. It's not gonna... She's not gonna be in good shape. She's slowed. She has slowed down a lot. See if we can get around her. So yeah, Charleston's unfortunately pretty damaged. I don't think Tacoma's in that bad a shape, but this was not what these ships were designed to do, and I don't know why I'm not getting New Jersey. Here. Yeah. But it's definitely very hurt, so... Oh, Mahan's taking hits. Mahan's getting near... or taking near misses. But if our reports are correct, then we have put 2 torpedoes into her. Alright, so we're still chasing her away. Actually, you know what? If we keep chasing her this way, she'll run into an island, and then that's when we can try to get more torpedo hits in her. So, we still have some torpedoes aboard one of our ships. Do you have any torpedoes aboard? You have a couple in your starboard mount, apparently. I don't know. I think these guys have torpedo reloads, so... Do the Galvestons have torpedo reloads? I hope they do. I don't think the Calhouns do. No, Calhouns aren't going to. Oh, my sinuses are getting bad again. It's like I want to keep playing this game, but... Okay, come on. Hit it. Nope. Crap. It's really slowed at this point, though. But to be fair, though, if it would need repairs in the shop, I think it would be interned. Which would effectively be removal from the war. So I think I'm just going to pull back to the convoy. Yeah, I know, you're spotting our convoy. What shape is Charleston in? Sir, flooding's down to 1. Taylor's not flooding. They'll make it. Stop pausing on radar contact, you morons! It's your convoy division! Those are allied ships! Come on. Let's just do this. Just try to speed along time. See? It's your own allies. This gets annoying sometimes. Alright. There you go. Hey! We torpedoed it. Well, it retired. So, yeah, it sank. The sub got it, I take it. Yeah. Nicely done, submarine. Charleston took heavy damage. Taylor took heavy damage. Tacoma took light damage. Mahan took medium damage. And Calhoun took light damage. So it damaged all of our ships, but it died. Oh. I hit close on that screen and lost a merchant because of it. But, you know, they still lost a ship. Hello, Dab. Wait, no. Hello, Dab! I just said your live stream there. Or not live stream. What the? Oh my god! Mind! Function! I said your username there and then realized it and had to add a double hello. Because I'm a moron. Why are you not on the foreign station? You need to be on the foreign station, and you need to be on the foreign station. There we go. Now all of our Tallahassees are on foreign station. Alright, good. So these guys have moved into the Indian Ocean. They'll move into the Mediterranean next turn. Columbia is in the yard. Come on, kill them. Yes. No, I do not want them created automatically. New model dive bomber. Awesome. Hey, another CA has been forced to scuttle. Alright, so they are now in the Mediterranean. So, what is on the North American East Coast, which I want to send? So, Michigan, I probably want to hold back. We'll take the remaining Arizonas and Minnesotas and send them in. I think Indiana and Florida will also move in. So, we'll have one CA still on the East Coast. In terms of cruisers on the East Coast, we still have two Clevelands. I'll send them in. The rallies are a little obsolete. Actually, I'll send two Cincinnatis in, even though they are even more obsolete than the rallies. They are anti-aircraft cruisers, and a lot of my light cruisers are going to. Actually, wait, no, only not that many are going. Oh yeah, these. Wait, no, yeah, these guys are going to Northern Europe, but yeah, I'll take the two remaining. I'll take Galveston as well. And maybe a rally. Alright, carriers. Bunker Hills. We'll move there. Honestly, the entire carrier force will. And then destroyers. What do I have along the North American East Coast? I have these guys. Oh, come on! It got rid of all my ship selection because I scrolled. Damn it. Now I have to select everything again. Alright, so we'll send those guys in. Honestly, I'll just send these guys in. Alright. Those guys, these guys. And this is... there are Russian shipyards here, so there is actually some capability for me to dock. Alright, so we'll send in the rallies. We'll send in one rally. We'll send in a Des Moines. We'll send in a Galveston. And then we'll send in the Clevelands as well. Carrier-wise, I wanted to send in all of my carriers. Just commit to the Northern Europe raid. So I'll move all of you guys to Northern Europe. Hey, France! How do you like being blockaded? Probably. Hey, look at that! Oh my... Oh, because you can't go through the Suez. Alright, so they gotta go here and then to here. And then we'll have our full force in western France. And my bird probably wants to be back on my shoulder, because he's a nice little bird. Alright, so France will now be blockaded. And... Oh, hey, 8-inch autoloader. Forces are fighting valiantly in Tonkin. Convoy defense, yeah, they only have an AMC. Attack enemy ships in general. Alright, so... Oh. Oh no. Oh no. We got New Jersey. I don't know what enemy ship we are facing, but it's fucked. I don't think I care what enemy ship we're facing. It's fucked. Whatever enemy ship that is, it's about to be fucked. We're reporting a CV. I doubt it. It's a destroyer. No, no, it's an AMC. It is an AMC. That's the view of an AMC. How? Okay, okay. New Jersey. How did you misidentify a armed merchant cruiser as a destroyer in the broad daylight? Well, it's in torpedo range? How did you do that? What sort of thought process is going on there? It sank. It just sank. He just charged it and it just sank. It's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to live anymore. Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. Alright, I'm trying to decide what ships I need more of. Let's get more destroyers, I think. Okay, so we right now have these destroyers. That is a very happy little bird who is sitting on my shoulder. Who is talking because I'm talking. Alright, so what improvements can I make to these destroyers? Can it go faster yet? No, it cannot. No, it cannot. Damn it. I want my destroyers to go faster. Hey, they need to go faster at some point. Can I get an X superimposed turret yet? It does have the crowded heavy centerline gun issue. And I can't get a double. Or can I? I can get a double. Um, can't get more anti-aircraft out of it, but you know, I could go down to one director again. Although two directors is probably still better. So if I do that and then just increase that, that gets my anti-aircraft armament up to the maximum. And we will go with the Hale class destroyer here. And we will start building them. So France is now blockaded. Our full force is now blockading France in Northern Europe. We have Russia as an ally, so we can do this. I have to take that option. The French invasion of Tonkin has been defeated, and now we're invading New Caledonia. Convoy attack. Yeah, sure. Hello, Destroyer Hale. Give me 4 of them. Look at that monthly monthly balance now. That's a lot of monthly balance. I'm gonna wait maybe a turn and then... I don't know, maybe build a new CA with it. You know what, we can get by with less resources. Hey, we've developed an improved version of our float plane. Awesome, take it. Tacoma's damaged. Enemy coastal raid at Newfoundland. We're estimating that they have a battle crew. How do they have 40 aircraft? How? You have no territories in this region. Okay, so we'll accept. Okay, they couldn't challenge our forces. Good. So that I made the bet that that was probably not an actual battlecruiser. If it was an actual battlecruiser, toss up. That would be a toss up. Actually, wait. What's on the North American? Yeah, that battlecruiser could probably win against North Dakota or Michigan, I should say. If I had more cruisers, maybe not, but against that specific one. What do we have in the Caribbean right now in terms of those? We don't actually have any. We do have a CV in the Caribbean still. And I don't think we have any CVs along the North American East Coast, so I'll move that one back up to the North American East Coast. On the other hand, we do have more light cruisers in construction, all that, yeah. We're still blockading them. France is blockaded. Continued operations. Yep. Now we're actually getting into this war. I had to restart twice at 5 and 7 months. Because it's like, let's end the war 5 months in. No, I wanted territories. Let's end the war 7 months in. No, I wanted territories. Just give me a little more time to actually have fun. Improved electro-optical director. So is that just a gradual improvement, or is that something I have to rebuild on? Galveston took damage. Let's just check. Okay, so that's just something which will be automatically granted over time. Alright, so France is still blockaded. And it's turned into a stalemate. Okay. Small engagement. Accept. So, still trying to take New Caledonia. Come on. You can do it, guys. Come on. Advanced centerline torpedo tube mounts. Yeah, attack. France keeps declining those battles. France is not gonna get away with that forever. Alright, open the open the Oklahoma design. Hello there, 76,000 ton CA. Hey, it's finally enough to get my deck up to 6 inches. So this would be the Nevada class of CA. This is where we've had a Nevada before, but it's probably gotten sunk at some point. Autoloader 6-inch secondary guns and casements. Or, can we get the deck up even further? No, we can't. Can we get the belt up even further? Technically we can, but I don't really want to. So yeah, let's get autoloader secondaries and casemates. Or casemates. And get a bunch of anti-aircraft guns. There we go. This thing is terrifying. Okay, we already had a Nevada class. No, not a BC. We don't need a BC. We need a BB name. So the South Carolina class, is that one already used? No, it's not. Alright. We've taken control of New Caledonia. We lost a destroyer. Risky. This is risky. We'll take it. Attack enemy ships in general. Alright. Oh, it's a light cruiser engagement with Des Moines class light cruisers, which are shit for this exact sort of task. And the enemy is probably going to have aircraft. I was hoping it would be a larger battle than this. Are those No. No! No, this is unfair. This is bullshit. Run away. Yeah, it'll be... Keep running away. We'll turn around at night. Alright. Turn off fastest available. So. Go down to 26 knots. Normal speed. Alright, go down to cruise speed. Do we have any targets here? No, we don't. So just go away. Yeah, there was no way that that was a smart idea with Des Moines class cruisers. If it was Flints or Galvestons, then maybe. But I need to get my CAs in these actions, and I think the game is saying that my CAs are actually more fair as battleships, and not giving them to me in armored cruiser actions, aside from maybe like the Kentuckys. Which means that maybe it's actually smart for me to build normal-sized CAs. Which is a weird realization to come to. Jacob Jones has been sunk by a mine. You know what, since they are blockaded, let's go to fleet support. And, honestly, we don't need anything in the South Pacific now either. So... Alright, Nebraska... Okay, Nebraska, I want you to move to the North American East Coast. Move ships. The Alabamas. All of these remaining ships, though, are going to go to Northern Europe. Yeah. So, we are going to keep blockading the French in Northern Europe. And, honestly, just try to collapse them. I don't think there's any French possession we can invade right now. No. No, there's not. So, yeah. Wilmington... Yeah, hey, new CV is done. Hey, look, South Carolina. Build it. So we actually managed to get a new Bunker Hill completed. Good. And I take it... Okay, so what happened to this new CV? She went into service and then immediately, like, got damaged somehow. That was one of the messages. Damn it, Shangri-La, damn it. Ah, that's not good. Goes into service, immediately gets damaged. That's probably one of those Bad Luck Brian memes. This ship. Alright then, so Bunker Hill, just a new name. Bennington class carrier. So we can increase the displacement. Can we go up to 30 knots? Yes, we can. Well, then we can just do that, and it is not actually that much of an improvement on the Bunker Hill. We can go up to a better director. That'll take 2 months to build. Multiple ships have condenser issues, 3-inch dual-purpose guns, improvement, I should say. We lost a destroyer, come on. Come on, France, collapse! Collapse already, collapse! Gradual rate of fire, improvement. Hey, Bennington, let's build a Bennington class CV then. Actually, I have a bit of extra money, why don't we build 2? Engines finished working up. Come on. Damn it. France took the easy way out. Alright then, so we could take Senegal, Middle Congo, or Madagascar. Let's take Madagascar so that we can survive the eventual coronavirus plague, which will happen in about 80 years. Well, not 80 years, 75 years-ish. 74. Um, do I want to take... We'll take Djibouti, and we'll take Middle Congo. And I think I'm going to call the stream there. It has been good. We almost killed France. We were blockading them, but they gave up. But we did get all their Southeast Asia and South Pacific colonies because I saved scum twice so that they didn't end the war like the scum that they are. And now we have more ability to transverse through West Africa and the Indian Ocean. Next target is currently unknown. I still want to take, like, the Koreas. I mean, Russia would be nice to go after, too. Try to get Liaotung Peninsula, but, you know, Russia's my ally right now. And if you look at our invasion range, we really can't. A lot more British colonies have become available again, but fighting the British is a little more difficult. You know, trying to get Malaya, Singapore, Burma. Burma might allow us to push more into the Indian Ocean and take, like, these places. In the meantime, we can grab all of these colonies. So Britain might actually now be a really good target, despite British naval strength. Although they are kind of losing it, except for the fact that they have 16 CVs. Oh dear God! Oh dear God! Why does Britain have so many CVs? No! 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 Britain has effectively managed to defend themselves. On the other hand, I doubt they'd be able to actively use them all, because that is a lot of money to spend to keep CVs going. On the other hand, though, that's still a lot of CVs. We now know how many of these are conversions, and how many of them are not. Oh yeah, these are all battlecruisers. If you look at their CVs. They're not conversions. They just flat out build a shit ton of CVs. Although some of them are tiny. Maybe I'll need to build a bunch of tiny CVs to catch up. Because I also have that 48 aircraft limitation on my CVs. So yeah, next time... Honestly, next time we could look at finishing the game. It might take 2 more streams. I don't know if it'll take 1 or 2 more. Thank you everyone who came to watch this stream. This has been No Name 117 Sport. And yeah, I'll be back next time. Finally getting this darn playthrough done so I can update the game so that yeah. The whole thing with the updating the game thing is that this ship here I cannot build in the current version, and I can build it in this version, so I want to keep building it in this version. Yeah, that's why I can't update the game right now, for anyone who isn't aware. So yeah, bye then. See you next time.